In this episode, we'll go through the topic of materials. Open the transformer family that we created earlier, then select any part of it. In the Properties panel, under the Materials and Finishes section, hover over the Material field, and you'll see a small button with 3 dots. Click on it. A new window will appear showing a list of sample materials available in Revit. Next, open the Asset Browser by clicking the third icon at the end. In the Asset Browser, you'll find a library of default materials that come with Revit. These materials are organized into folders based on their physical properties, appearances, and usage, categorized by how they're coded in different countries. You can also load your own material library by selecting Open Existing Library or create a new one if needed. Go back to the Material browser. Click on the plus icon to create a new material, or duplicate an existing one to modify. Here, I'll create a new one. A material named Default New Material will appear. Right-click it and rename it to Steel, for example. Now, let's edit its properties. In the Identity tab, you can add details like a description, manufacturer, cost, or a product URL. Next, go to the Graphics tab where you can adjust the material's color, surface pattern, or cut pattern. These settings affect how the material looks in hidden line or shaded visual styles. If you want the material to appear more realistic, go to the Appearance tab. For beginners, or when you don't want to manually configure every property, use the Replace this asset function. Here, you can search for a material type, for example, type steel. A list of steel assets will appear, each with realistic appearances and physical properties. Select the one you want and replace the current asset with it. Revit will automatically apply the correct visual and physical settings, saving you time while keeping your model accurate. That's how you assign materials to objects within a family. However, for nested families, the process is a bit different. When you click on a nested family, you'll notice there's no material parameter in the Properties panel. In this case, you need to create a new material parameter in the host family, just like you did with the size parameters. Double-click on the fin to open the fin family. In the Properties panel, under Materials and Finishes, click the small rectangle button to add a new parameter. Name it Material and click OK. An equal sign will now appear next to the field, indicating that this parameter can be controlled from the host family. Next, reload the fin family back into the transformer family. When the notification pops up, choose Overwrite the existing version. Once it's reloaded, you can go to Edit Type and under the Material section, assign or adjust the material for the fin directly from the host family. And that's how you assign and manage materials in Revit, both for regular components and nested families. Understanding how materials work not only makes your model look realistic, but also helps ensure accurate data for rendering, scheduling, and documentation.
Looking for piping catalogs you can trust? At pipingcontent.com, you'll find ready-to-use libraries for AutoCAD Plant 3D, Revit, Smart 3D, E3D, and more. Get instant access to valves, fittings, and components. Click on the link below in description section and explore pipingcontent.com today.